This is outfit look 1 of 8. There's a lot of history in this video, and I cut some of it out for time, but I will leave my resources at the end for anyone who would like to read up more about the topic. A zoot suit, or a zoot suit, is a men's suit with high-waisted, wide-legged, tight-cuffed, pegged trousers and a long coat with wide lapels and wide padded shoulders. This style of clothing became popular in African American, Mexican American, Italian American, Jewish American, and Filipino American communities during the 1940s. The zoot suit originated in an African American comedy show in the 1930s and was popularized by jazz singers. Cab Calloway called them totally and truly American, and a young Malcolm X wore them. Pachucos and Pachucas are a counterculture group of Mexican American people that started in 1940s Texas. They act as a predecessor to Cholo culture that is more common after the 1980s, as well as an early form of this same angst that's rechanneled by poor white rock and rollers of the 1950s. On June 3, 1943, a group of U.S. sailors marched throughout downtown Los Angeles carrying clubs and other makeshift weapons and attacking anyone that they saw was wearing a zoot suit. The baggy wool pants, oversized coats, and a pork pie hat favored many because young of those men wartime of restrictions. Time, not many just people got their zoot suits made illegally by tailors, or they made them themselves. Riots spread throughout the city over of time LA, because of the rebellious nature to some Pachucos neighborhood and other East zoot Los suit Angeles, wearers, as and well as the black fact that most suit wearers were either not white, were poor, or both. The outfits became associated with gang
and
membership
police started
and
to arrest the victims instead of the assailants. June 8th, military personnel were banned from entering the city at all, and military police were put in place to ensure they weren't inciting anything. This is when the riots started to die down and the ban on zoot suits happened. Pachucas and Pachucos at this period didn't stop wearing their suits, nor did they during the height of the riots. While there were many injuries, no one was murdered during the zoot suit riots. After the events, Governor Earl Warren tasked an independent citizens committee with investigating the riots and determining their cause. The committee concluded that racism was the central cause, exacerbated by inflammatory, biased media coverage and an uneven response by the Los Angeles Police Department. One of my favorite quotes that I found was a Pachuca woman said, "I paid $75 for my outfit, and nobody is going to take it off of me." When I envisioned a zoot suit for the Met Gala, I see both a Pachuca and a Pachuco-style suit being tailored extremely well with an even more exaggeration than the suits already had in the 30s and 40s. I see structured padded shoulders similar to these looks from Balenciaga men's Spring-Summer 2017 by Demna. The idea of playing with size proportions works really well with this outfit, a wider pant and a more slim jacket, or a suit that fits the wearer without too much exaggeration, and a larger brim fedora that has a cartoon-sized feather atop it. Contrasting pinstripes were a staple to all suits of that time. I envision pinstripes either on the entire suit or just the bottom half. Instead of just blue and white pinstripes, I'm thinking that the colors would be more vibrant. The contrasting lines would be on top of much brighter, louder colors that are often contrasting warmer tones that you can see in Hispanic homes on the West Coast and in Mexico. For an outfit sans the suit jacket with just pants and suspenders, I could see an embroidered or jeweled long-sleeve button-up shirt with an oversized collar points, and instead of something extremely vibrant in color, the embroidered design could be of Cholo or Chicanx or Mexican art in black and gray. For this shirt, I could see the designer Christian Cohen designing it because of his past work that has a similar embroidery technique. Other designers that came to mind when I was thinking about these looks are Willie Chavarria. I like the fact that he mixes his Chicano culture with his own designs that he puts out onto the runway. And another brand that I was thinking about is Proenza. I think the mix of fabrics that they use could be really neat, as well as the fact that they do have stuff that looks somewhat similar to a zoot suit already in their portfolio. And again, this has been outfit 1 of 8.